welcome back to Après Église. We're on our third episode right now. We've only got one more episode until Christmas, and I know you guys are ready for the Christmas episode. I know you're ready. I hope you guys are sending me gifts as well for Christmas, because Christmas is right around the corner as well. Thanksgiving is right around the corner as well. Today's guest, guys. Today's guest. I don't know if I can freestyle before I introduce my guest. Yeah, give me a beat. Stop the music. I can't freestyle. Wow, we've got a person that is sourced by the blood, not of a chicken, not by daba, not by ngombe, but this person is sourced by the blood of the lamb. Whoa. Can I have my guest? Woo! So, look at our ingredients. What do you think we're going to be making?
This plantain, that's definitely burger. That has to be burger. So all meatballs. Ooh, it could be either one. We got some bacon, we got some onions, some cabbage, some paprika, nice seasoning. I ain't got a clue. Just wait, there's cheese. Cheese. So that's definitely burger. It has to be burger and then plantain. Burger and plantain?
Yeah. But our meat is actually lamb, because we have to be sourced by the blood of the lamb.
And that's what we got the ketchup. Yeah.
We got the ketchup, we got the sauces and the ingredients out here. So we are actually making sourced by the blood of the lamb smash burgers.
That's cold. I'm excited for that stuff. That's anointed burger.
An anointed burger. We're gonna be filled, we're gonna be like, wow, we're really full. So what is your go-to meal after church?
Call that Nandizi. It has to be a Nando's. Do you know why? Because Nando's is my wife's signature place. That's where we actually went on our first date, quote unquote.
Ooh.
So it has to be a Nando's. But if we're talking about home cooked food, ooh, you can't go wrong with a rice, bondu, and so. You get me?
You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with that. What is that order in Nando's? Let me judge it. Let me see if you're really anointed.
So the first couple of orders that I used to get in Nando's, it used to be either the half chicken or quarter chicken. I'll get it with fries, and I'll probably either get extra fries with obviously the peri salt, and then I'll either get garlic bread on the side or the mashed potato. And then when I've kind of like moved on from that, you get the reps. So you get the double chicken reps. You get me, and you get the chips.
But what spice level are we going for?
Spice level. You know what? I love spice, but I need to be because the next day is a bit techie. There's I
thought you were born in Congo.
Yeah, I was.
You can't handle spice?
Listen, I haven't had pili pili in a minute. Let me put my hands up and say I haven't had pili pili in a long while.
Guess we should take the chili flakes back. So what does sauce by blood of the lamb actually mean?
What did I get sauce in the blood? Okay, cool. There's actually a history to this. So back in Cardiff, I used to have a dance group. A dance group called the Saucy Wavers. So it was me, my brother, Jermaine, shout out Placide, and it was someone else, I can't remember, but we used to, back in the Dub Smash era, Dub Smash and Vine.
Okay.
So yeah, we used to dance, we used to dance in church, we used to dance and actually video it and upload it on social media, like it was a proper, like dance group. Yeah, so obviously moving on, I was looking for a tag, because I didn't have a tag name for time, so I was thinking, what can my tag be? So I changed my name to Saucy Shacks, naturally. But I was like, I wanted to be an intro to a song. So one day I was just like, everybody's got tags in it. Everybody's introducing themselves in the song, and I don't have a tag. So just randomly, I was like, wait, Sauced in the Blood. And I was like, wait, Saucy Shacks, Sauced in the Blood of the Lamb. So it came to me. So I was
you ate that one. I'll give it to you. You ate that one. Every single song I was playing was like, Saucy Shacks. I was like, whoa! No, that eats.
Yeah, and obviously the meaning towards it is obviously Sauced in the Blood is obviously covered by Jesus' blood. So just added some flair to it. So yeah.
So did you make this name after you were saved, or in the process of?
Yeah, I would say after I was saved. So after I started taking music seriously and actually kind of like investing in music and being intentional in it. And I was like, you know what, if I'm gonna do this music thing seriously, I need something catchy that people can remember it by. To the point where there's one time my pastor called me, he was like, yo, Saucy Shacks. And he was like, wait, hold on, why am I calling you Saucy Shacks? I was like, hey, that's my tagline in music, innit?
Was it a young pastor or unk pastor?
A young pastor. Big up all my tacky,
So when was you actually saved, and when did you... Was it after music or before music?
I would say I was saved. It was 2015, so this is back in Cardiff. So it was I think it was the 15th of this. The 15th of December 2015. That's when I got saved. So I was in first or second year of college, I believe. So that's when I got born again, baptized, and kind of like, instead of it being, you know, me just following my mum to church and just follow. She tells me we need to pray. I became more intentional of, I want to take this step personally for myself and have my own relationship with God.
Was there a lot of young men in Cardiff actually willing to go to church without their parents saying, oh yeah, let's go to church? Or do you feel like you was one of the few? Yeah,
I feel like majority of the guys that did go to church, or the girls that did go to church, is because of families, because of parents. So yeah, I feel like majority of it was like, we're just following it. This is what we're born into. This is what we know. This is the routine that we know. So let's just do it. I feel like you know who's really for Christ when you get the freedom. So when they go off to the unis and they have their own houses, or they might go outside. That's when you know
That's when you know who's about it and who's really for Christ, really. You made one burger. Is this just for you, and then none for us?
Oh, sorry, my bad. Wait for the cues, though. My bad.
Are you a foodie?
Yeah. Can't lie, hey, listen, the people that know my plate is never not small now. My plate is always full.
Was you a foodie for the word of God when you was younger?
Caught me off guard, I can't lie. Jeez. Whoa. No, I would say no. I would say no. I think I didn't start really getting into my Bible properly after I got born again and baptized. So before, it was just kind of like, you just hear mumsy quoting scriptures or before prayer and stuff like that. So it wasn't really, I never really intentionally went out of my way to really study and to really look into it. You might skim through it. You get me? You're just reading and you're there falling asleep in it, but intentionally, it wasn't until after I took my relationship with God that's when I started to really get into it. So now when you moved from Cardiff and moved over to us guys, who was that person that kept sending you to church? How did you find a new church from Cardiff to here? Okay, so there was a little detour before coming to London, because obviously at first my mum didn't want me to go to London, because she just thought I was just going to come to London and do my bits easy, you know that.
That's what they think all of us are doing in London when we move. Oh yeah, I want to go uni in London. Why? I want to go uni in Leicester. Yeah. Why?
That literally, I can't lie, I didn't have, it was kind of like, I was just excited to be in a city that's more diverse, you know what I mean? And it's like, I just wanted to be in a new environment, somewhere where I could be myself, and I know that my people are there as well. So I was like, you know what, cool, but obviously I had my back and forth with Mumsy, and I ended up going to Swansea University first. So I went to Swansea to do law for my first year of uni. Hey, Zambia. That's what
Shout out to all you niggas doing law still.
It was techie. And then there was just a lot of things that happened in Swansea. I was dealing with relationship issues, breakups, and kind of like just losing my identity, losing my faith. Like there was so many things happening back to back. And it was actually, big up my mentor Ricardo. He's someone that, so basically I started going to this church, the same church that I was going to in Cardiff, called City Church, or City Gates. So the person from Swansea basically linked me with Ricardo, and then it was kind of like that. So they were both kind of like my mentors. So Ricardo and Dustin were the ones that were actually kind of helping me through my faith walk, and then I kind of carried that over to London. And obviously had to, I was still in contact with them, and they were still helping me while I was in London, until obviously I settled into a church in London. So
until you found your church, you found your people. Wow. Would you say it's hard to find a church in London, or find your home that you call church? Because there's loads of churches, but one to actually call home, is it hard, or is it? I
would say it is, because I was jumping from bare different churches. I was just trying to find the right one, and it's like when I did find one, went through, bad church experiences, and that keeps you away from church even longer. Then it's like, you have to start again. So I feel like, obviously, there's a lot of things you have to look at. Is the church theologically sound? Does the church represent Christ, and all these kind of things? And and I think like finding your footing, finding your people, it can be hard, because it's like there's so many different people, different characteristics, different personalities. So it's kind of like, where do I fit in here?
Do you go to a Congolese church, or what did they call it? be cool with church?
No, I go to a normal non-denominational church. So my church is Art 2.0. But I grew up in a Congolese church.
You grew up in a Congolese church?
Yeah, big Congolese church even, I should say that.
Then how is it to now come from a Congolese church to go into a non-denominational church? Because I've told my sister, I don't know if I could do it. I feel like even if I move out, I'll still need to be in a Congolese church. I still need to hear Mangeb. I still need to hear it. I don't know if I would be able to fit in and integrate. They'll be like, imposter.
You know what? So obviously I grew up in a Congolese church from young, like that was home, like everything was revolved around that. And it's like, yeah, obviously the praise and worship is lit. You can't deny that. Congolese praise and worship is top tier. It's just like, there's no comparison, I can't lie. Like the drums, the live instruments, the bands. You're like, they used to know me as a dancer in church. I just bust little TT moves. So I think the transition is more, obviously my mum just got tired of the issues. Yeah. I don't need to tell you about the issues in the Congolese church, you know already, innit? Don't need to go too deep into that, but because of the issues, my mum, she was just like fed up of it. So obviously we ended up going to move to an Elam Pentecostal church first in Cardiff, and then obviously when I moved, obviously, and then I found mine. But yeah, it's don't get me twisted, it's still lit, apart from like the obviously live band, music side of it. Yeah. But being in a non-denominational church is still a blessing. Like obviously, you know, the word is sound, theology is top tier, and just kind of like that emphasis of reflecting and representing Christ, not just on a Sunday, but Monday to Saturday. It's all infused and it's all there. So
So how do we get over church hurt? I think it's easier with us banner pastors, like me, Blessing, Elohim, all of us that have come before, to get over church hurt, because we've been installed in it. We know it. We snap back. We see this all the time. This person's left the church. That person's left the church. You get a feeling, but how is it from someone that is not a minor pastor to get over church hurt and jump back into the church?
Number one, it's like, why did I get church hurt in the first place? Was I putting my trust in man too much? Was I too reliant and dependent on the pastor and the leaders rather than Jesus? So I had to do a self-evaluation of, okay, where did I put all of my trust in this guy for him to be able to help me at this point? So then, that was the answer, is that, it was kind of like, I was looking for, because again, it's like just small little traumas. Didn't grow up with a dad, so it's like looking for fathers in certain people, getting attached, and kind of them being your go-to and your main, you're my guy. So when you become too dependent and expectant of an individual, and then when they randomly do something, and it's kind of like, whoa, it's like a shock to the system. Because I thought we were locked in. I thought that you were my guy. So it was kind of like just accepting, okay, take responsibility and accountability where I went wrong. And I think it was just allowing Jesus to heal me, really, and then being in a place where when you experience the opposite of her, it's kind of, that's healing in itself. So.
How long is this process that we're going through? We've left the church, now we're back.
So we've left the church, you know. So now I'm just like, bun church. So I'm just doing my own thing. And then you're like, oh no, I need to get back into church. And you start church hopping and just going to different places, trying to find, you know, your tribe, trying to find, you know, where you fit in. And it's kind of like, I think it took me a couple of months. It took me a few months still. It took me a few months.
Before you actually...
before I settled. It took me a few months. And even when you do find that church, it's kind of like you have walls. You have certain kind of like, you're quite distant. Because a lot of people realise I was very quiet. I was really speaking a lot. They found me quite mysterious. Kind of in the background, they're like, who's this guy? He's so mysterious. So, it takes time until you kind of like allow your environment and the people to kind of like heal you, then it still takes time as well.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like we've forgotten this step, but because they're so perfect, guys.
What's that do with it?
We forgot to actually season it. I did pre-season it. I pre-seasoned it before we came, but
we wanted to season it even more.
No, we'll get away with it. We'll get away with it. So did you start off making music, secular music, before you made gospel music?
I did, but I didn't really get a chance to release it, funny enough. I made a couple of secular songs back in Cardiff with my peeps, but I never really got to release it. And it was one of those things, even when I did make music, it wasn't like overtly secular. It was like, back then, like drill was popping, like everybody was doing drill. And I kind of wanted to go against the grain because I grew up listening to people like Santan Dave. Obviously, I grew up on Grime, Garage, Channel AK, Channel U, you know, them days. But I was more kind of like, I wanted to go against the grain and do the opposite. So while people were rapping about knives, guns, you know, drugs, women, I wanted to kind of like rap about positive stuff. Yeah. So I wanted to be kind of like, that positive influencer in the scene. So even though I would swear and I would cuss, but I would also give a message, just a positive message. So I wasn't overtly second loud. There's one song, two songs that I did make. The first song was about girls, but it was more kind of a love song. Again, it was quite explicit. And then there was a second one. It was very explicit.
So who was your actual music inspiration?
Music inspiration, ooh. So growing up, I would say it was Gets, Chipmunk, Criminal, kind of that, the Nasty Crew. Solid. It was like, you know, them Channel AKA, Channel U dons, and then over time it became someone called Little Snoop, an American rapper. But yeah, sorry.
You got this.
An American rapper called Little Snoop who was basically signed to Meek Mill. He ended up getting killed, but he's what inspired me. I wanted to become a freestyler because of him, because majority of his songs were freestyles. Yeah. And then you had obviously Santan Dave. Yeah. Big up Dave, that's my guy. I would say he's the main influence, Dave. But if we're talking about in the gospel scene, there's a lot. It's Still Shady. There's No Name Disciple, aka I'm There. Who else is there? Obviously you've got there was this song in Channel aka Bibles. It was like Faith Child. Who else? There was a bunch of people. I even forgot. There's Rebler, there's Governor B. Who else? Rev J, White Shady, Hebron, Decca, there's KC, there's I Sosa, there's K Lewis, like there's Looms. The list can go on. Like, I know so many gospel artists, I can't lie, but all of them played a part. But I would say the first gospel individual, funny enough actually, it was what are they called? The ones that went to spec, that group. I don't even know what they're called again. I forgot the name.
The gospel drill people.
Yeah, I forgot their name. But because obviously they started off like they were a proper solid gospel
group. They did good.
But yeah, when certain people started leaving and certain people started coming in, that's when it went left. But they were actually one of the ones that were like,
they were good. They were good still.
Yeah.
Despite the controversy, they were actually.
Yeah, they were rappers when they started doing trap mash and, you know, rapping with valleys on in church. That's when I was like, the game's gone left.
What's his name? TK Mad Max.
Hey, Zambia, that's when the game went left.
Have people questioned your music and been like, is this really gospel? Is this really...
Do you know the maddest thing is, especially this is my colleagues at work, that a lot of them, they're not Christians like that. They're open to learn and to know. They might believe in God and stuff like that. And I spoke to them, evangelized to them many times, prayed for them, all of that stuff. But they're not into the gospel drill thing. They're like, it doesn't make sense. But they're like, the only thing is with you, Shacks, when I hear you, is I could actually hear you speaking about Christian things. That it's clear. I know we use metaphors and similes and all of that stuff, which is nothing wrong with that. But with them, it's like they want to hear the rawness of what. Like I could be on the same track with someone. They'll be like, nah. As soon as they hear me, they'll be like, yeah,
this is it.
So I think it's just more of the lingo. The lingo that's kind of a barrier, because the same lingo you'd hear in a drill song, why am I hearing the same lingo in a gospel tune? You get it. But I understand, like I said, for me, it's like I understand metaphors and similes and punchlines, so I can differentiate and be like, I know what they're talking about. But obviously, to someone who doesn't know, it's kind of like, it's going to raise an eyebrow, it's going to be a bit techie. So,
it's a bit like,
yeah, so I haven't personally had that issue because of just how my clarity and the things that I say, and I don't use certain lingo on purpose. But yeah, so I haven't really had that backlash.
So how did your family take the music thing?
My mum never knew it was gonna get this far. She just thought I was just following my cousin, because like they got my cousin Jardy just recently got married. He was the musician of the family first, so I actually followed from him. So it was one of those things where she just thought I was just doing it for fun. Yeah. But yeah, when she started hearing me on radio and all of these things, and then she's like, okay, like.
This is going somewhere.
And then it's like the next question is, okay, Mongo, where's the Mongo? Like, I know, I'm working on it, Margie. I'm working on it, but yeah, but no, she was over the moon because it's what I'm rapping about as well.
Yeah.
So she's just hearing her son rapping about Jesus, and this, like, I was known as one of Bulu, you get me? So yeah.
Now let's go on to Mobo. Is it Mobo Unsung?
Yeah, Mobo Unsung.
When I explain to the people just a snippet of what it is, because it's a big deal. Like when I was doing my little research, just like, whoa, wow, this is actually something still.
So Mobo Unsung is when basically the Mobos, they give opportunities to basically artists that are kind of under the radar. So what you have to do is you do an application, you submit a song, you have people that will listen to it and kind of judge it, then you go through like an elimination round where I think like 100 or so people go through. You have to perform, and then there's judges that have to pick the top 10 basically, so they have to keep cutting it down. And it's just basically to help artists basically understand the music market and kind of like give them opportunities to meet you know, certain important people, like whether it's like label people like A&Rs or managers or kind of like label representatives, and gives us opportunity to do stuff like we're going to TikTok HQ and we learn about the algorithm, how it works. So it basically it's like a training program. But for artists, say for example, if you know you have Bible study courses and stuff like that, in a sense, but it's like the music version. So obviously I wasn't gonna do it at first. I was like, yeah, no chance. Then my manager got on to me. She said, oh, apply. I was like, okay. So I just applied.
How has it been the only gospel artist during the application? You're thinking, you're like, but I'm a gospel artist. Are they really gonna pick me? How did you overcome that? And then in this process, how is it being a gospel artist?
It was interesting because it was like, okay, cool. Like, what these people are rapping about. So contradictory to what I'm rapping about. It's awkward. It's mad awkward, isn't it? So it was one of them things where it's like, okay, Shacks, like, I was nervous, I was a bit shy. I thought that I wouldn't really gel with everyone. I thought I'd be kind of like the outcast, just on the outside kind of thing, and kind of have to keep my distance. But I was like, you know what? If I'm not gonna thrive musically, because let's be real, in the music market, gospel doesn't sell. You know, faith doesn't sell, Jesus doesn't sell. Because number one, the artists themselves, yes, they want to make money, but their sole aim is not the money. The purpose is reach, letting people know about Jesus, representing Christ, and kind of like shifting people's perception and perspective. It's like it's an evangelism tool for us. But like the labels are not going to hear that. Labels want to make money. Like, if I can't make money off you, then you know why am I having you on board? And a lot of these labels have people who are against it, so it's just a clash. Imagine me being signed to the same to like a label that endorses a drill artist that speaks about being a devil and rare all of that stuff. So it just wouldn't make sense while I'm speaking against it. So Jesus doesn't sell in it. That's the truth. Righteousness doesn't sell. Only impurity, promiscuity, all of these things. Those are the things that sell. Those are the things people feed into and buy into. So I think when I got the realization of I'm not going to be in the limelight as much as my peers, but it's like, okay, let me just be a Christian on a personal level. This is when I started to pray for, you know, my people around me, started to evangelize to them. When I did go to certain performances, I would pray for the people. Like we had a headlining show outside of London, and the person who organized it, the organizer of the headline show, I ended up having a conversation for him and praying for him. Just stuff like that. So just being able to be present and represent Christ like directly with people rather than trying to do it through my music, because I already knew that my music was kind of like so it was kind of like, okay, let me just do what I need to do on a human level to just be a reflection of Christ and just be kind of like that person where it's like, oh, you're going through something, let me pray for you. Oh, it's your birthday, let me send you a birthday message, but like let me pray for you, and kind of like I guess I just navigated it like that.
Because it's sauce by the blood of the lamb, we need to make a sauce that is worthy of all praise.
Amen.
Okay, so you're gonna take your ketchup, your mayo, your hot sauce.
Well, I don't really make ketchup, you know. I'm not ketchup that.
You're not a ketchup person.
What?
I was a kid, but you mature, you grow up, and you find other sauces that make more sense. So I'm not really a ketchup.
Then what sauce are you?
Mayo, garlic mayo, ranch, sweet chili, barbecue, burger sauce, salsa. I can go hard.
But not ketchup.
Yeah, ketchup meaty, you know.
Are you sure you're getting this ketchup?
Yeah, this did like the Heinz, the normal ketchup in it. Like, yeah, I can't lie, ketchup is like, I don't know when the last time I actually ate, I can't stomach it no more. It's weird. I used to, obviously when I was a little kid, like McDonald's, Happy Meal, my ketchup. The older I got, I was like this was overrated. Like, yeah, man. Sorry though, I didn't mean to offend all the ketchup people. I don't mean to offend you. You lot can eat ketchup, but I can't lie, I just grew out of it. So, yeah.
You didn't grow out of mayonnaise?
Do you know how nice mayo is? You can't grow out of this. Do you know how lame this is? Nah, mayo is one sauce that works with everything.
People need to stand up. Mayonnaise ain't that good. Mayonnaise ain't that good.
This is our signature sauce.
Do you dip your mac and mayonnaise?
But like, I do. So you have a little bit on the side, you get me? Just, I can't lie, I put my hands up. I do. Yes, I'm guilty.
Sadly, you can't leave. But you need to leave.
You need to leave.
So how is marriage life? You get nice cooked meals, nice breakfast.
Hey. Yeah, I can't lie. Now marriage life is lit.
Yeah.
You know why I see? Because we're both goofy as heck. We're two goofy people coming into Runneroo, so it's fun. It just makes you feel like a kid again. But yeah, no, marriage is sweet. Like apart from the whole she would like get my work stuff ready for me, so in the morning I'm not rushing.
Wow.
You got breakfast on the table.
Whoa.
You got cooked food when you come back from work.
Wow.
Yeah, you get to the door, she's taking off. Yeah, relax. Yeah, you get that treatment.
Your turn is coming. Wow.
You get that treatment, obviously like the service, but I would say just in general, marriage is actually such a beautiful thing. Just having two people come together that number one love God and love each other, and it's a journey. Yeah. And just being able to learn each other now even deeper, because you're living with each other, so you find out the most smallest things, whether it's the OCDs, this gotta be there, this gotta be cooked back there. So yeah, marriage it's a blessing. I would say it's a gift and it's a blessing.
So how was tell us the battles leading up to the marriage. Even pre-marriage, before we even got down on one knee.
Okay, pre-marriage we did have a moment where this is when we were dating. We had like a time apart. Going into the logistics is long, but it was more kind of like I just felt number one, I felt that my own personal relationship with God wasn't where it needed to be. And I just had a lot of trauma, I can't lie, from my past relationship. So there was a lot of trauma, there was a lot of lack of trust, and not to say that she wasn't trustworthy or loyal or faithful, but it was more kind of like I was paranoid. And she used to work for Eurostar, so sometimes she'll be gone for so that played on my head, that paranoia, you start to So I was just making tweaking, I was bugging out. So I was like, I don't feel like we're both where we need to be spiritually. So obviously we had no conversation, we went our separate ways. And then I had to like go away and take some time out and kind of like figure myself out, figure out what I wanted. Because even though we split up, it was one of those things we kept gravitating towards each other. So I was in denial basically, let's put it like that. I was kind of like, the way that I put it in my vows, I was running away from love. But I wasn't running away just from her love, but I was running away from God's love. Wow. Because the way that I see her, she's an extension of God's love to me. So
love, wow.
It's like, I was just running away from love, but you can't outrun God's love, can you?
Wow.
It always catches you in the end.
Love is sweet, oh, love is sweet, y'all.
Yeah, so it was literally one of those things, we kept gravitating towards each other. She asked me a question, she was like, if we were to like get together again and start dating, what would change? And I was like, rah. So that's when I had to go. I went back to Cardiff to fast and pray and actually get an answer for that. I was like, you know what, you got a point. So then went back and then obviously, made up my mind and like I got the answer that I believe I got from God. Came back to London and asked her, to be my girlfriend again, and then boom, and it went from there.
How important do you think it is to be equally yoked?
Significantly important. I would say it's significantly important to be equally yoked, because it's like, for example, I can't be yoked to someone that does not love God at all. I can't be yoked to someone that doesn't put God as a number one priority and doesn't depend and rely on Him. So I feel like it's the standard really. It's a basic standard of a Christian lifestyle. It's like you're gonna naturally go for someone who you know, believes in Christ, someone who wants to go on the same journey of you. I can't be going one way and you're going the other way. You get me? It's just contradicting. So I feel like being equally yoked is important, because it's like, you know, do I know how to lift her up in the word? Can I intercede for her? Can I pray for her? Or is it just one of those things where I'm with someone that it's just chilling? Like when storms are raging, they just kick back and they're like, oh, don't worry, you'll pass over.
Don't worry, you'll go over. What was one of those things that made you guys feel like, nah, we should drop this?
Do you want to explain it? The traditional.
You want to come?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome my extremely beautiful, stunning, beyond gorgeous, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious wife, Jamelia Santima Loboko.
Where does it say in the Bible that traditional marriage is mandatory? And if you bring up David and it will just
Wow.
No, but one thing that really irritated me, because I was like, I want to look. I was like, okay, let's try to put it in, let's bounce. Do you know what I mean? And for me, it was just more, people were like, oh, for the parents. I'm like, okay, cool, the parents plan it and pay for it. You want it, you plan it, you pay for it. And what happened? They planned it, they paid for it.
Nice.
What happened? I'm standing 10 toes. I'm not going to say something and then shy behind it. I'm going to stand on 10 toes, and which I did. And my parents planned it, my family planned it, did what they needed to do, and they had the tradition that they wanted to have. I was just present. I didn't pay for it, adapting.
Wow, must be nice.
Nothing.
Must be nice.
And not everyone gets that luxury, because some people feel like they actually need to be there for their parents and let their parents have their moments. You can have your moment, and I don't mind you having your moment, but at the same time, when we wanted to plan the traditional with them and be present with them, they weren't ready. And then when it was time for us to, when we moved on, I think since we've tried for years, we're moving on to what we want to do. You just have to, now you want to be ready. We're not ready anymore. We don't want it anymore. And it wasn't because we were being disobedient. We took it to prayer, we took it to our leadership, and they gave us advice they needed to give us. They gave us the answer they needed to give us. And we took that according to what was right for us spiritually as well. So it was a lot of praying. But guys, if you don't want a traditional, you don't have to have one. However, I will stand by saying that, like, having the traditional did make our marriage easier and less stressful, because we don't have anyone in our ears saying that we didn't do this and we didn't do that. So that's the only benefit I would say came from that. Like, but for me, the reason why I was so against traditionals is when you look back to traditional weddings, I love the fact that it's part of our culture, but it's become westernized without our parents realizing how westernized it's become. It's about the money. It's not about the traditional aspect. So each of their own. Do your research.
Did you ever feel after the traditional where you were like, we don't need to do the white wedding anymore, let's just skip that part, let's skip the church part?
I think for me it was more important to bless our marriage in front of church. And I think coming from a Christian background and then my own experience with that as well, I generally did want to actually focus on the white wedding, but I didn't see it as a white wedding, because white wedding for me, we could have just done our ceremony with our pastor giving our word and then sign our papers and go about business. And we actually had a very intimate wedding. Like, if you came to our wedding, you would know how very intimate it was. It was literally tables like this, and we had like 4 tables. It was literally it was a dinner style type of wedding, and I wouldn't change anything. The only thing I had was a live band, maybe a flash mob, and then that would have been it. But yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't go. I don't know if I would change anything in the wedding process. Maybe the process itself, because it was a very bumpy one. I wish it could have been a bit smoother, but I don't think I would change everything.
Ooh. Wow. Maybe in your anniversary, maybe 10 years.
We did say
redo your vows. We have now a live wedding. We have like a live band.
We did say we wanted to do something bigger, because obviously we had like what, 45, 50 people? No, 90 people. 45 each. We had 90 people at the reception, and then more people at the ceremony. So we might do something bigger for our anniversary. We did say we wanted to renew our vows, because I haven't wanted to get married in my entire life. I never wanted to get married. I even said in my vows, the first line of my vows is, if you ever saw me, if you were to tell me that, I said in my vows in front of how many 200 plus people, if you was to tell me that I was going to stand here and marry a Congolese man, not even just get married, marry a Congolese man, I would have laughed in your face.
Hallelujah.
Because if you were to tell me that in my 25 years of age I want to get married to a Congolese man with dreads,
the Lord works in mysterious ways.
It wasn't my plan, it was the Lord's plan, which was boy. So yeah, for me, I didn't want to get married. But then I always said, if I had children, I thought my children would be married. So when we do have our kids, when they get to a certain age, I do want to renew our vows and have them in the wedding and be a part of the wedding, so that we can have pictures together.
How did God change your heart to want a Congolese? So what was the prayer that you prayed? Maybe some of us need that prayer that you prayed to convince the ladies to go back to Congolese people that make music.
You got me. Franchement, I didn't pray. No, j'ai pas prié, non.
Wow.
I didn't actually pray. Do you want to know how Misha even became? Okay, cool. So, truth of the matter, Misha wasn't my first Congolese guy. He was the Congolese guy that made it, but he wasn't the first. And to be quite fair, the first was really pushed on me. It wasn't even a choice. It was one of those family friends. Oh my gosh, yeah, bo banana, lebo cola, and you know, I gave it a chance. You know, it just didn't work. I tried. I mean, I did try. It just didn't work. And then when I met Mishak in a time where I wasn't even looking for a relationship. I had just come out of that relationship. So for me to enter another Congolese relationship, it was crazy. And then when we separated and broke up, we still had feelings for each other. So yeah, like I said, we gravitated towards each other more. But the one prayer I said to God,
yes,
every single day,
wow,
if this guy was supposed to be my life, maybe as my friend as well, because we were still friends. That 24-hour prayer, he's still here.
Prayer works.
Guys, it works.
Prayer works.
Because I wanted to get back with him, to rekindle our relationship, which is why I asked the question. But at the same time, it was like, God, if this is not what you want, then let it just take him out as my friend, because we were very close. And one thing I'm very shocked at is the fact that even after we separated, we were still very close. We still had that bond, we still had that friendship that never changed. So for him to still be in my life in that close proximity with the feelings I had for him, it was not, let me just say there was some tearfulness. And I said to God that please remove him expeditiously fast.
Yeah.
Like pick him up and just
take him away.
Thank you. Because this isn't it. It's not working. But if it's in your will for this to happen and for us to get married, then let it be. And I will let your will be done.
Wow.
So another thing, I think I just said, okay, cool, I hate these guys. Hated them.
Wow.
Same way I hate mayonnaise.
Wow.
Yeah. Did not like
wow.
So for me, like I said, for me to stand here and marry a Congolese man, it's just that's how you know it's just God planned, because it was never the plan.
Like God has a sense of humor. He said, "You don't want that. That's why you go ahead."
There you go.
Now it's giving out it.
Making sense though.
Okay, let's open the pickled gherkins. What you call this? This
Gherkins.
a gherkin. Sorry, I'm just scared. Is it hot somewhere? Because it's like it's not been opened
At all.
ever.
Oh, ever.
Yes. That's not my life.
Hey, where's the camera? I feel like I've been pranked here. How did you open this thing? Hey. Look at that guy's already tired.
You got this. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna stick a knife in it. Right then, mate.
This is. Oh.
I'm gonna try to open it.
What is the error?
Oh. I knew it. You can free. Got me. You got me.
Okay, you wanna dice the gherkins and then we'll put it into our sauce.
Cool.
Sauce now, see if it's like made more changement to the sauce. We ate, right? We ate.
This was. Hey, if you want to book me for any catering, I mean, it's up to you. You get it done.
If it was gonna go wrong, it wasn't gonna be my fault anyway.
It wasn't gonna be my fault either.
It was gonna be, I don't know whose fault it's gonna be. It's gonna be your fault.
Hell no.
Well, we'll look someone to blame afterwards.
Do what everyone else does. Blame the devil. The devil did this. The devil did that.
Blame the devil.
Zaki Santa.
The devil is a liar.
The devil is the liar. I'm preach now.
Whilst this is cooking, what is the top 5 songs you want to add to the Après Église playlist?
Is this specific songs or any songs?
I'll give you any songs.
Any songs, yeah?
To the Après Église playlist.
Any.
I don't know if I should say yes now.
Any. Alright, cool. Shacks and Tima, Sauce in the Blood of the Lamb.
Wow.
That's one. Number 2.
Number 2.
I'll say Shacks and Tima, Die to Self.
Wow.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Shacks and Tima, Father's Business.
Wow. Number 4.
Number 4, I'll do. Ooh, Shaq Santima. No, Suavo feat Shaq Santima, My Kind. And number 5, I would say. What's the title? Babe? That one.
No, that one. Yeah.
You know the name.
I love that. Is this camera on me?
Is this camera on me?
We got a dilemma. Do you feel equipped to help with this dilemma?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Says, hey, Après Église. Hello, hi, how you doing? I'm a Christian rapper and content creator. Wow, English, wow, reading. My TikTok started blowing up this year, and now labels, promoters, and brands are finally noticing me. The problem is, they all want me to tone down the Jesus stuff. One A&R told me straight up, you would go viral if you just made your bars more about vibes and less about verse. Another brand asked me to post a challenge that had lyrics I would never say as a Christian, but the check was tempting. I keep hearing you can still be a Christian and make secular music, but I don't want to lose my anointing for the algorithm. I feel like God is opening doors, but every door comes with a compromise. What would you do? Do I take the deal and spread light into darkness, or say no and risk my career stalling?
That's deep. That's deep. That's heavy.
Dang.
That's heavy. So just to adjust a few things. Yes, you can be a Christian solely, and then you can just be an artist. Because there's some people that don't call themselves gospel artists. They're just an artist, but they represent Christ well. Like there's no compromise. It's just like I said, you'll hear Christ in their bars, but it's not in your face. It's through kind of like metaphors and simile, or they could be telling a story, and then they'll infuse the salvation story inside, in it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's artists that make secular music that are Christians, but their secular music is not worldly. It's not like music that will lead you to sin and stuff like that. For example, there's Christians who are Christians and they do art. There's Christians that are footballers. There are Christians that are instrumentalists. There are Christians always like I'm a Christian, but I'm also a caseworker. I wouldn't call myself a gospel caseworker. You get me? So it's like there's nothing wrong with it, and obviously, as long as what you're rapping about and the product that you're putting out isn't contaminating and isn't encouraging darkness, then that's cool. You don't have to mix. You don't have to be under the label of gospel artist. But for me, all I heard was compromise. So if these lot are gonna dim your light, if they're gonna dim what you intended to do, which was to represent Christ boldly, there's a difference in you. Yeah, you can be like, you know what? I can infuse Christ into this story, but they're still gonna know that Christ is in it, even if it's through metaphors and through kind of similes and in a story way. I could, for example, speak about mental health, but then link it back to Christ. Like it always has to be linked back. And if you're someone who's starting that way, for you to take this deal and to now completely strip away what God has called you to do and to be, it will be contradictory. It basically is the equivalent of selling your soul.
Basically.
So it's like, does the money matter that much for you now to dim the light that God has given to you? Like, is money worth more than Jesus? Is money worth more than having individuals hearing your story or hearing your testimony and being like, I want to give my life to Christ? So, the answer is obviously no, because money comes and goes. Money is not infinite. Money is very finite, but God is eternal. And you know, one day you're gonna meet him and he's gonna ask you, oh, my son or my daughter, like, what happened there? You swapped me for the money. You get it?
He said the check was good.
He said, yeah, money is the root of all evil. You get me? The love of money. Let me correct myself. The love of money is the root of all evil. But yeah, I would say if it means compromising who you are and your identity in Christ, then don't do it. Don't sell out. Try to see if you can negotiate with them and be like, yo, you know what? I still want to speak about Christ, but I can do it in a story or in a metaphor, or I can link real world problems like mental health and all of these things, like speak to them. But if they just outrightly want you to make music that's just not your character, then that doesn't make sense, because that's not who you are. So why are you now all of a sudden becoming this thing for money? It makes no sense. It's just backwards. Do you get it? So yeah, don't take, if they want you to fully disown and neglect Christ, don't take the deal. If you can chat to them and you know, you lot can come to like a middle point, a compromise, but it's like never compromise your morals, never compromise your relationship with God. If the compromise in your delivery, then cool. Like I can make a story and then, you know, I can speak about salvation story, but in a way that's kind of like, through metaphors and I can't say it right. It's a tongue twister. Subliminally.
No, I get the word. We get it.
That one there, you might know it, So I would say don't take the deal if Christ is completely out of the table and they're just like, no more just Jesus thing. Like, no, we're not doing that. You know, like the Bible says, whoever denies me on earth, I will deny them in heaven. So we're not doing that. So
we're not denying. How do you like your macumba? Soft, oily, hard?
I can't lie. I think the softer it is, the sweeter I like. So yeah, I like the sweetest it is, whether it be soft or oily. As long as it's sweet, I'm there. I'm there. Yeah, I tend to find the softer ones are the sweetest.
It's much better. I don't know why some of you guys, I'm not naming no people.
Yeah, I'm not naming either.
Why you would like a hard gassy macumba that is like it's going boon sayo. You don't need that. Like
breaking your teeth when you're biting into it.
You don't need that.
You have your teeth there.
I wasn't be directed by the way.
What's one unpopular opinion you have about the gospel scene? And don't give me an unpopular, you know, people say unpopular opinions. I hate those YouTube videos and then it be opinions we're all thinking. So make sure it's actually unpopular.
So are you talking about the gospel scene in general or a specific scene?
Oh, let's go in general.
In general, the state of the gospel scene. I feel like the gospel scene is in a healthy space, as in there's a lot more creativity in terms of like, there's a lot of creativity. There's a lot of creativity in terms of like, there's a lot of new emerging gospel that like, there's people that you would never think would do gospel and now they're having encounters, experiencing Christ, giving their life to Christ and changing their music. And that's just not in music, that's in everywhere, in football, these big celebrities. Like, there is a revival that's happening. And like I said, in terms of creativity, it's expanding more. The videography, the content, the way, you know, look at DC, DC3. He's killing it. And there's so many white shady, my bro, killing it. So shady, killing it. There's so many, because as gospel artists we've seen it kind of like low budget, not really, but we're like, our things are looking like a movie now. Like they're even better than, you know, secular or worldly artists. Like there's a lot of, but in terms of, obviously, it depends, and it's not with everyone. There can tend to be that bit of competition. Low key, it might not be, it might not be kind of like seen blatantly, but sometimes it can get a bit too competitive. The market, in terms of like certain people have the mindset of, now I don't think it's bad to be like I'm the best, but there's, when it comes, because we're doing the same thing in the scene, so for me it's like my competition is not meant to be that I'm meant to be better than you, but it's like our goal and our mission is the same, to know Jesus and make him known.
The same,
So yes, I can't take it away from, there's people that are more skilled than others, and you know, there's different flows, there's different deliveries, and you know, some people can just put words and certain things together in a way that is like, rah, like that's cold. But I feel like in terms of help and support, it's like it's more of a crabs in a bucket kind of thing. So you see how in America they elevate each other in America. You know, you got Reach Records and they all link up and they're tight knit. I feel like over here there's not really a lot of that community. There's not really a lot of that tightness. It's like if I figure something out, what can I give to the next person to help him elevate in his career? It's like I got my thing, I'm staying over here. He's got his thing, he's over there. There's very few that are together like that. But I don't think there's a collective kind of like unit. Even though there is like collectives and group chats and stuff like that. But it's like how far are those going outside of just let me share this or share that? Like you lot doing live together, you lot growing together, you lot building each other up and giving each other the tools to skyrocket. But then again, you know, everyone's personalities are different, characters are different, certain people in different stages, different places. So yeah, can't be helped sometimes. You get me?
Why is making so much noise?
Hey, that made up a boy.
Yeah. You're gonna blame the devil.
You know, black people.
I see the vision. You see the vision?
I see the vision. I see the vision as clear as That's So Raven.
Wow.
That's so Raven. That's so Raven. I closed my eyes, I opened, and I'm so confused.
Is there any songs that you listen to now that your mom used to play back in the day and you used to think, this don't eat?
What, like it doesn't slap?
Yeah, but now you play and you're like, this is a tune.
I can't lie. Because I was so young, it was like I didn't really have the like this song slap. It was just going inside of my consciousness. Now I'm older, when I hear those songs, I'm like, yo, this is the song when I was young. And then when they start playing.
Do you think you're going to be that parent that makes your children listen to the old Congolese songs?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's because it was passed down to me, it's only natural that it's passed down to my kids. Because obviously you don't appreciate those songs when you're young, so you don't really understand it. But then when you grow up, you start to understand it. It's like, yo, this song is lit, and it's praising God as well. So there's so much song.
Okay. What's your unpopular opinion about the Congolese UK gospel scene?
Is there one?
I didn't know there was one.
Well,
wait, actually, there might be one, but I just might be unaware of it.
Well,
I can't lie, I might be unaware of it.
Huh?
I might be unaware.
Gospel is 7, and it's the live bands, and that's about it.
well.
If you're talking about like our generation, and like I said, I hear the Seben, obviously the more cultural.
Yeah.
You get me? But in terms of like, if we're talking in general, like the UK gospel scene, as in just the normal CHH scene, like obviously in the UK, I can't vouch for the UK. In France, I know there's bag of them in France. In the UK, they might. Hey, don't attack me. I might just be unaware. But I don't know about the UK.
I feel like the Congolese gospel scene, it needs a bit more work, and I say this to say, I just feel like it's not known, and I feel like we're just known for 7. But then when you think about the Congolese gospel, people will think, oh yeah, NKJV. No, he's not from the UK. He's not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's not like. So it's like, is there really a UK apart from Grace? I feel like that's pretty much. And again, it's not a Congolese gospel scene. Do you know why? Because you only see her at weddings. Okay, no, I don't see her. She's making her music. She's doing her thing, and I'm so proud of her. But I think you only, when you think of Congolese gospel, you think of wedding. You think the chantels, you think the live band behind them, and that's what you think. You don't think, okay, cool, like let me go on.
Let's Spotify.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much in the French scene. Then I don't know. But do you know anybody that knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
We have Benj.
But what you born in the UK? Right. Thank you. Next.
We've got Blessing Talks. She has a song coming out.
Oh, they got Blessing.
They got Blessing.
We've got Benny Kibala.
What about the guy? Was it?
Grady. Is his name Grady? I think his name's Grady.
What about the band? There's a band.
We've got
We've
got Unshan Divin.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got
But I thought
the
that's
Manchester
French,
one.
Is it my friend? Actually.
Unshan Divin's in London.
Yeah.
What's the Manchester? Army Celeste.
Oh yeah.
Army Celeste.
Okay, maybe I associated them because
And that's
they don't.
all.
But I feel like
That's all.
I feel like if we're talking about gospel in terms of the way I do gospel and the others, then there's not much
It's
of
not-
a scene. It's not really like
It's not a word scene.
Yeah.
It's more of a
it's more of a
seven.
But that's not an issue. That's not it doesn't not count.
No, it counts.
No, it counts.
But I think people associate it so much with it being French and from left and then it
We
being
don't
the
have
UK.
that actual identity in the UK.
So I think that's what people. That's why I would people like me would say no. Because I wouldn't actually consider those people UK. I mean, maybe because I don't know. It depends on your definition of UK based art issue. Because to me, like Shacks is a UK art because it's English. It's it's UK. People in the UK will understand it. Whereas these lot is French. It's more.
I feel that's to do with us UK.
Congolese.
Yeah, we are very in our culture. We don't branch
And I love
out,
that though.
and we don't associate to other
I love it to an extent.
I feel like there's people that can mix the whole like languages. If they wanted
If they wanted to, they
they
could.
can mix. They
And I
can
thought
mix
there's
the
potential
both
for them to do
languages.
that as well.
I think it's crazy that us UK born, we might not be able to speak Lingala as greatly as good as someone as born in Kim. Yeah, but when we sing, we choose to sing our Lingala songs or French songs instead of singing our English songs. So I feel like those groups, we are seen as more French because we like our music. Yeah.
Traditional.
Yeah.
It sounds to us it sounds that's where we come from. That's our language, that's what we know, and it sounds amazing as well. Like, imagine sing like being able to sing fully in a whole another language.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the beauty of it. It's just it's deeper.
Do you think that's limiting the Congolese gospel scene
In the UK,
in the UK?
I would say in the UK, yeah, only because there's so many people that want to understand and know what we're saying, and they
It's
want
hard to- it
to
doesn't-
they want to add you. Imagine
translate
they
it.
want to put you on the playlist on Spotify and stuff like that. But yeah, so I think it depends on how far you want your music to reach out and go. Say for example, if you want to get the big deals and then you're doing the big tours, you're collaborating with American artists and gospel artists and stuff like that. So I think it just depends on the level of reach and the level of where you want your music to go and to be. So so I would say keep being unapologetically and authentically yourself, but if you're thinking about a more wider reach, because for me, like I said, my excuse me, my Lingala and French
Let me open the window.
Go with it.
You have to come in the camera to try it with us. Wow.
Okay.
We're giving.
Hold on.
Making sense.
I'm confused to what's happening to my plate.
Make it too much sense.
What do you think?
Making sense?
I have to eat this. But I kind of cheated though.
Guys, we'll come back later. Let us eat. And we'll give our review. So guys, we ate the burger. We ate it. Well, what are you rating? What are you rating it?
Pongi moko.
I was literally so tired.
But that's how you know when the food slaps.
Yeah.
Pongi e beti yo, yebi ko la bien.
Do you actually give it?
I can't lie, I'll give it a solid 8.
7.5. Because I'm not a picky eater, so it was the sauce, the onions, and you know. But if it had just ketchup, bacon, lettuce, I'd give it a 10.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm giving it 8 because I feel like I could have done better on the presentation. And yeah, I think it's just for presentations boosted it up. So I give it, in terms of taste, I'll definitely give it an 8. But it was a bit messy to eat because of just the way it got constructed. But
oh wait, can I be mean? Can I reduce my score? And I'm gonna explain why though. You guys said it was a smash burger. The only thing that was smash was the macaroni. So I'm going to give you guys a 6.5. Wow. Taste was good, especially for someone that's a picky eater. You guys heard my Big Mac. You heard my Big Mac order. So yeah, taste was good. It was just not what I ordered.
Oh.
If the burgers were smashed as well,
Wow.
then we would have gone back to a 7.5. But you did well. I'm so proud of you. I'm actually so proud of you. Oh, Sherry Coco.
Oh, the Ramsey boosted the place down. I'm not gonna lie. I think that was the best thing we've done
Oh,
on Après Église.
yeah.
Sorry to y'all, there's some episodes that have been filmed but they're not released yet. Y'all can see them.
hey, don't hate the chef.
But
Thank you.
Don't hate the chef.
It's called Being Married, guys. He had the sauce of the wife
ooh,
inside the sauce of the blood of the lamb. We became one.
Wow,
So
wow,
my
wow,
sauce,
wow.
his sauce, Lord's sauce. The goss.
wow.
Voilà, c'est ça. Allez.
What's next for the both of you and then for your career?
More music. Just more music. So next year I'm looking to go into my EPs, mixtapes. Hopefully by the end of next year, work on an album. More shows, and yeah, just to just grow and develop in music and to take it even further and even seriously. But yeah, definitely more shows, more music, more range of music, and yeah, and obviously more music videos as well. I can't lie, I need to get to my music video bags as well. So that's me. Yeah, music wise, that's me.
The both of you. Are you gonna jump back on YouTube? Are you gonna?
Yeah, she's coming back on YouTube, guys. She does hair, she does makeup. You get me? So
No, look at her.
rebrand.
Beautiful.
You get me? All of that. You get me? So yeah.
Rebrand is
Shout
coming.
me.
Rebrand is coming.
But in terms of us both, as a married couple, it's just marriage is a journey.
It is.
And one thing, I was washing the dishes yesterday, and I was kind of like speaking to like, I don't know why, but it's always when I'm washing the dishes, it seemed like I can hear God's voice the most clearest. But I was just reminiscing upon like the book of Genesis, when God took Adam and removed his rib and made Eve his wife, and then closed back the rib. One thing I realized is when it comes to like marriage, I used to have this perception of, you know, this person completes me, but I had given a revelation is the same way that God made Adam complete. And even when God took Adam's rib off, he's the one who patched it up. So God will always be the one to complete you. And the wife was just an extension of who Adam was, a reflection and a representation of who Adam was, and just an extension of God's love. So it's kind of just understanding that we're both complete in Christ, and it's two complete halves coming together as one. And it just reminded me of just how important it is to remain in Christ, and to him to be the one that completes me, and for him to be the one that you know, you find your everything in. Because say for example, if you're complete, if someone else completes you, and God forbid you not break up or split up or you lose that person, you'll feel like that you're incomplete. But the thing is, God wants us to know that we're complete first in him, and then we get our extensions, and we get our reflections, our representations. So yeah, it's just being complete now together as one, as a couple. You know, we're still gonna learn each other, we're still gonna grow in love, grow in peace and unity, grow in ministry,
grow in numbers.
and we're gonna be fruitful and multiply when the time comes.
Amen.
But it's just we just want to go on this adventure of being a husband and wife, and to really enjoy it. And again, the whole point of marriage is the reflection of the gospel, is the reflection of our relationship with God. It's for people to be able to see our marriage and be like, I want what they have, and we can be able to point them. It's not possible without God. So we want the gospel to be seen in and through our marriage, that whole Christ and the church, me representing Christ, my wife representing the church, and just how Jesus went above and beyond and still does for the church. So just kind of that dynamic. I want our marriage to be an evangelistic tool, to be like, I want to know God because of this marriage. So that's kind of our.
Thank you guys for watching Après Église. Thank you to my lovely guests.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having us, honestly.
And this episode was sourced by the blood of the Lamb. Bye y'all, watch the next episode. Bye! You need to do your introduction. You have to do it, you told the people about it.
I got you. You guys want to see it? Oh, they know what?
Got you.
Saucy Shacks, sauce in the blood of the lamb. Shacks and Tima, let's go.